Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to unbox all the lords, the different lords and the relic pack of Planet Apocalypse from the Hellhound pledge. So not the core game and not the expansions, but definitely all the lords that come with the game, that can come with the game at this moment. Right off the bat I'm gonna start with this one for two reasons. This is Lady Scylla. Why do I start with her? Because during the transportation I've got a little problem. Let's just say I have two Lady Scyllas, and if you can see it, I assume you can see it. I'm gonna try and put it on. So my Lady Scylla was cut clean in half. Well, not that clean, but as you can see, the miniature holds a massive amount of weight in the top and just a little below. So I guess during transportation it just broke. So what did I do with it? I glued it, and then I've put some plastic putty on it, and then I've put some matte varnish on it. So this will be one of my first miniatures of the non-core game I will paint. So maybe I come back with another video to show what happened to it and how well it turned out. I have to be honest, I asked for a replacement because I don't think, because the mini is very, the weight is very huge, is very big, the weight is high, so I asked for a replacement. It hasn't arrived yet, so but I'm looking forward to get another one which I don't have to be afraid to use. Second reason why I'm showing this one first, that's because this is the only other first crown lord in the game. And what do I mean with that? Well, if you take the Lady Scylla sheet, you can see here one crown. Now, what does that mean? That means it's one of the most easier lords. In the core game, there's a one crown lord, and this is the other one. So all the other lords are 2 crowns or above, which means they are more difficult. And I have to say, Planet Apocalypse is not an easy game. You can't just go at it and win it with very ease. In my experience, if you play it with more players, the game becomes a little bit easier to attack the lord, but the menace goes way up. So it has its advantages and disadvantages, but I think Planet Apocalypse is not an easy game to win. And if you want another lord, if you just got the core game and want to buy another lord, this would be your other lord, because this is also the easy one. There are other ways to manipulate the difficulty, like getting a threat dice more or something like that. But if you want another lord, this would be the one you want. So that's that. Second lord, Lord Asmod. I'm just gonna open it. So the other lords came undamaged, which is great. So Lord Asmod. I'm gonna compare just one of them with the Pan miniature of the Mythic Battles Pantheon. So it's like the same height. Now all the lords are big, but not like Cthulhu lords big. So this is my Lord Asmod. So Lord Asmod is, I'm just gonna take the sheet out, is a 2 crown lord. So you can see it below. And these are his properties. I also have to say, if you back the Kickstarter edition, you also get the 3mm cardboard sheets for the lords and the heroes. I'm not gonna show them. I'm not even gonna put them in the box. I use them as a backup if something happens with this one, because agreed, it's aesthetically more pleasing, but it's not like a deal breaker if you don't have those bigger cardboard pieces. This one, Lord, and I'm gonna say it in Dutch, Procrustes, because pronunciation of Procrustes is more like Latin based than Procrustes. So it looks like a giant bug. If you have seen the movie The Fly, well, this is it. The detail on these miniatures is higher than in the ones of like Cthulhu Wars, so it's much more enjoyable to paint them, yet you will lose a lot of paint. Like this is a 3 Crown Lord, and these are his properties. Excuse me, almost forgot it. If you want to read the properties, just hit the pause button and you can read it yourself. I'm not gonna explain everything in this video about the different lords because we're not done yet. So that was Lord number 3. Then we have Lord Jabuto. Now this is again a 2 Crown Lord, and these are his properties. And this is Jabuto himself. If I can get him out of the plastic. He's here a little bit stuck somewhere. Again, these lords, the quality is pretty good. The plastic of the lord in the core game is a little bit flimsy, which is not a bad thing, because I'd rather have them bend than break. And the casting is also well done, but if I have to make a comment about this, these you find everywhere, like in the bottom of the feet actually. You always find a casting thingy, so you have to do it away with some with a file or something. I'm always cleaning my stuff up as I should. Then we don't have any issues in finding them or in storing them again. So, Lord number 5. Is Lord Pulgasor. Yeah, I forgot. And this is a 3 Crown Lord. Well, it looks like a huge beast. Then the casting here. So now to get it in properly. Yeah, maybe something like this. Now, if you got the Hellhound pledge, you also got this. The Hellgate, or the Demon Gate. I call it Hellgate. Now what is the Demon Gate? Well, it's just a replacement for the token you have in your core game. So instead of putting the token on the place, you just put a Demon Gate there, so you know where the Lord spawned when you get back from Hell time. This has non-characteristics. This is just an aesthetic upgrade if you got the Hellhound of Planet Apocalypse. Now, what do you get more in the Hellhound patch? You get the relic pack. Now, what is a relic pack? Well, the relic pack is used instead of the cardboard tokens you get in the core game. So, if I can get them, yes. Now, what do you see here? These yellow things everywhere, these are actually the spawn tokens. So these replace the spawn tokens in the core game. So you have two options here you can use. I guess 12 in total, yes. This is something like that. I don't know what to make out of it. I'm just gonna paint it when I paint everything else because, yeah, that's that. This one, big one, looks a little bit like the gorillas, but with the face of our beloved Sandy Peterson. These are the shadow tokens, so instead of using the cardboard, you can use these to represent the shadow of the Lord. This is assist token. One of the 4th level demons uses, or a lord, I forgot, I don't know anymore, uses this assist token. So if it becomes extinct, you have to do something with the assist token so it can come back or something. And these are snake heads. And these snake heads are used with Lady Scylla. So she has 6 cardboard tokens to represent the heads or the dead serpent heads from her form. So you can use these instead of the cardboard. So this is the relic pack. Again, not necessary to play the game, but aesthetically pleasing, especially when you get to paint everything. Now, maybe some of you guys know, but Sandy was in the good old days, like 3 decennia ago, one of the companions who made the classic Doom, which there was now made a new video game of, like Doom Eternal. If you want to check that out, I've got like 16 videos on my channel for Doom Eternal. But in Doom, you got to fight a boss, and that boss was the Spider Mastermind. Now, the Spider Mastermind is a special lord because it was like unlocked in the Kickstarter campaign, and here he is, backwards, but here he is. I'm gonna try and take a sheet also. So this Spider Mastermind is a 4 crown lord, so it's like if the game was hardcore, this is uber hardcore. If I'm gonna take the spider out, you can see it's like help. So Pan will try and fly away. So Spider Mastermind. I'm gonna put it gently back in the box. So it's not actually a one-on-one copy of the enemy you fight in Doom, but it's more like a reinterpretation of this enemy. Now, what do I find in the box? One piece missing. That's bad. So I guess this goes here. Yeah, I will try and glue this because yeah, I'm gonna find it out later. Too bad. So 2 lords broken in my shipping. That's bad. I mean, it's not good, but I'm not gonna cry about it. And if you guys know Sandy Peterson, and you know he likes Cthulhu, and he made like 3 editions now of Cthulhu Wars, then you know he likes Cthulhu. And this is Cthulhu. Now, I'm just gonna try and get the sheets first. So, Great Cthulhu, again, it's not a classic Cthulhu, it's a reinterpretation of the Cthulhu you can find in like Cthulhu Wars or something like that. As you can see, it's also a 4th crown level, and it uses some kind of tokens. I haven't read the rules, so I really don't know what they are about. So, Cthulhu. And if I get Lord Cthulhu out, you can see this one, this guy is massive. He even weighs a lot. He weighs a ton. So if I get my God of the Forest next to him, it's like, yeah, what you doing? So this guy is huge. If you have to paint him, I would say use an airbrush or something. Do not attack it with your pencil, a clean pencil, because you will waste a lot of time in it. If you can see it here, too bad, my insert is broken. Again, not gonna cry about it, got my plastic. As you can see, the box of this is also pretty firm, and it's huge. So, these were all the lords and all the tokens and the demon gate you can find in the Hellhound pledge of Planet Apocalypse. Hope you liked this video, and see you again next time.